against the purchase of the similar gadget that was bought by DPCI back in 2010, where Jarasbia was working at DPCI at the time, whether such was bought legally, who are the supplier, and who's the manufacturer of the things. And I'll want the Parliament to check every financial records of Mr. Paul O'Sullivan and all the individuals I've mentioned, and so that we're able to trace and draw a conclusion whether is Paul O'Sullivan a clean man or is an agent. So I think based on that investigation, we're able to conclude whether is he indeed a clean man or he is what is being said in public, an agent. If he's a clean man, why he does what he does? If he's an agent, who is he working for? But it is time that this country must not sit back and be run by Mr. Paul O'Sullivan. And if government fails to act on it, the men and women in this country, they're going to take it upon themselves to do something drastic on it. And it might not be what this government wants to do, because he has gone too deep in showing that he's got control all over. And maybe lastly, I might ask the members to say, if you ever heard of any report that is deemed to be classified, that's supposed to expose the wrong that has happened, such reports be interrogated. And one of them, IPID has a responsibility to investigate criminal things. When you hear the Minister of Police says, I've got a report from IPID that is classified, you need to ask yourself a question. You are not an intelligence structure. What do you do with a classified report that you don't want to release? As IPID, what is that report doing in the minister, first place? Because IPID deals with a criminal case docket. Whatever you investigate must get into the case docket, and that docket must go to court. Why will it go to the minister, and the minister goes out public and say, I've classified this report, I won't make it public? So these are the things that might need to be checked, because it is when the system of government fails. And you have worked hard to create a legislation to try and protect yourselves, the citizen of the Republic, but if it's manipulated in that fashion, that the minister can just decide, I'm classifying this, I'm not releasing it in public, perhaps you need to ask, do your minister that classifies a document, do you have a security clearance yourself? So how do you classify something if you yourself are not vetted? You don't have a security clearance. So what gives you basis to classify something? So those are the typical examples that I'm talking about that might need to be checked. The problem in the law enforcement has